away from that, let's talk security and insecurity, basically in the country, and how technology is driving this. Now, insecurity is a growing concern for many countries, driven by threats such as terrorism, cybercrime, and armed conflict. To respond effectively, government and security agencies are turning to technology to improve intelligence gathering and surveillance. Now, these tools help identify threats early, monitor risky areas, and support faster, more informed decisions. Now, modern technologies like drones, satellite imagery, and artificial intelligence have made it easier to gather accurate intelligence. Now, this shift from traditional method to tech-driven intelligence is gradually helping security forces stay ahead of evolving challenges in the country. Now, joining us for this conversation is the founder, CEO of Avdax Technology, Benga Shoso. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now, from artificial intelligence, now we're talking how technology can help fight some of the security challenges that we're having in the country. How can this help using technology?
All right, thank you very much for having me. First things first, yes, we have gotten to that era where a lot of emerging technologies have been in place in our world today. But the truth is, how much are we using it? Are we using it to actually do what it's meant to do? Are we studying the patterns? Are we studying the behaviors? Are we being more predictive than reactive? Are we being more, are we actually curbing these threats before they go in? Now, you mentioned artificial intelligence. There's computer vision, there's edge computing. Now, bringing all these things together help us predict this incident time way before it happens, hours, days, let me say minutes. But we have to move to the era of using more intelligence than using surveillance as a tool to react. No, that's not what security is in this era in this time that we are in now.
So you're saying surveillance is not the key to solving some challenges that we're having?
I'm saying, what kind of surveillance? Okay. Are we doing surveillance in real time? That for me is not surveillance. If we're surveying a particular incident or a particular area, is it predicting it before it happens? It has to predict it before action is taken. You can't tell me you're surveying an area but you're acting in real time. No, the threat should not even get to that area before we have curbed it. So what kind of surveillance is in place? Real-time surveillance or predictive surveillance? There are systems now that actually use patterns to detect before these incidents happen. I won't go and attack a community without casing it first. Systems already pick on that. The companies already developed that right now, picking on your cues, your receptors, your behavior to predict that, okay, this individual is actually going to do something in a matter of days and in a matter of time. It's not voodoo.
That's intelligence.
I like how you spoke about the surveillance thing, and I want to ask, sorry, because you may have a cold. I want to ask that, where would you say Nigeria and Africa are currently in the global race for security systems development?
Thank you. Nigeria and the world right now.
Nigeria and Africa.
Okay, let me say Nigeria and Africa then.
Yes.
Nigeria and Africa, kudos to our guys in the field.
Yes.
Kudos to our guys in the surveillance on the back end. But the truth is, I feel we can do more. And I'm not just saying this. Do you mind if I share a little story?
That's fine.
So I was at a program yesterday with some students, not security experts now, students. And these fellows developed technologies that could pick the most minute crime minutes before it happened. I saw it happening live. Do you understand? So if with their basic technology they could develop that, with what we have for our budget now, why haven't we been able to do that? Now, because like I said, there are systems that can help us build patterns, that can help us study behavior, and they can help us see receptors like a dog sniffing out danger. They can see receptors that we are emitting to help predict these incidents before it happens.
So what are those technologies that we need to put in place? But because despite the surveillance and intelligence that we have in the country, we still have cases of collateral damage.
Well, I'll say the common one everybody keeps saying, which I really like saying, the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, edge computing, like I said, even hybrid cloud architecture that helps us, because of our terrain, can work in offline modes, can work without you needing to be online, especially with regions that don't have what's it called, power and all that. We put all this under one umbrella, and trust me, we have an ecosystem that can help us drive for peace rather than war. Because I believe that the future of security should be wisdom, not wars anymore. No more guns, please. Let's actually look at that whole peace angle of things.
So experts over the years have also spoken about fear of abuse, rights of citizens of the country, or rather the citizens of the world. How would you advise a government to continue to develop security systems, but also kind of prevent overutilization of these systems to the point that the rights of citizens are now, are now overthrown?
Thank God I'm not an expert. Thank God I'm still learning. So a role model I always said, if you want to fix critical problems, don't give it to an expert. So
how do you mean?
Now that's where I didn't study security. I studied peace as a person. Now, with regards to the question,
because you didn't even answer my question earlier, that I made mention of collateral damage. That's,
okay,
yeah.
Sorry, all right.
So you can.
So I can just put the two together now. Yeah. So there's this major fear of technology right now. People feel it's going to, at some point, you know, with all the movies and what they have said, it's going to take over your rights as a human. It's going to, saying what you said, cause more collateral damage. Say it's going to evolve over time. I'll first of all say, in a layman's view, forget what the movies are telling you. There are checks and balances that are put in place for this kind of things. These systems don't necessarily need to get into your data. These systems, these systems learn over time with respect to collateral damage. They learn over time. They see what it is for what it's not. Like, for instance, there were some instances that happened, I think about some years back, where a drone mistakenly attacked civilians. Now, those drones were not trained for our terrain. These systems need to be built for Africa by Africans. Do you understand? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Yes, it has to be built for Africa with the African terrain in mind. You can't go to a foreign body, pick up their technology and expect it to work here. No, it was built for a particular environment. Let's look at systems that actually work in this environment, respect this environment, and use it to build our technology in protecting the right people, bringing and I'll use this sparingly, an eradication to collateral damage.
You know this much. What has been your effort in talking to the leaders at the grassroots level, the state level and the federal level? What has been your effort?
So,
because, you know, they keep saying talk is cheap. Everyone can come on TV and analyze that this is what you need to put in place. What has been your own personal effort?
So right now, like you said, I run an outfit,
okay,
and basically that outfit has built systems that helps predict these incidents before it happens. And trust me, we looked at it from a three-point of view. We looked at it from the technology aspect, we looked at it from the behavior aspect, and we looked at it from sociocultural perspective. Now, bringing these three together, especially the sociocultural aspect, helped us address it from first principles. What is the root of what makes people commit these incidents? And we have, if I start talking, I'm going to go on or not.
No, go on. Because you need to share experience, whether you've been to Sambisa Forest or to use this technology that you're saying.
So we have actually gone into the terrain.
Okay.
We have plied with the vigilantes, specifically in Lagos here. We have been with security outfits, getting it from their mindset, from their know-how and their experience. We use them to build the systems. We use them to train our systems to help predict it. But like you said, talk is cheap. What's more?
Because that's it. How many credible intelligence have you given to the Lagos State government on this?
Well, Avzax is a young company.
Okay.
And we are on that verge of, well, we're a 6-month-old company, to be honest. But 6 months old. And to be honest, we have done quite an impressive report in that 6 months. But we know with platforms like this, and with talks like this, it's going to help us get the message out there. But the message is getting out there.
So let's say you have a sit down with, like you said, the governor of Lagos. What policy framework would you advise?
Right now, let's say the governor of Lagos, I would talk more on incorporating more proactive systems. We already have the system. We have the tools in place for
CCTV.
it. Yes, we have them. We have them in place right now. I'll just say the technology involved in it needs to be reevaluated and upgraded to actually be what it's meant to be than what it's doing right now.
Yeah. So, any future plan to go to some of the stick forests like Sambisa Forest to use your technology?
Yes.
To give credible intelligence?
Yes, I remember telling some of my team members that if time comes, I'll follow you to go and put in the sensors and put in the products in that forest.
Because that will help the country.
Sorry?
That will help the country.
Yes,
to give credible intelligence.
Yes, it will. And first things, we don't even call ourselves a security company. We call ourselves a peace tech company because we feel peace should be engineered, not just wished on or wished for, rather.
It's a fine place to leave it. Founder of Avzax Technologies, Benga Social.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you.